Hey crew, Delta here from Delta+Juliet. Uh, Notice you're in the garage. The tent that is usually on the truck is behind me. It's because today, hopefully today, we're finally getting our new rack in. And I have some work to do on the drawers that we built because, well, they broke, because I don't know how to build drawers. Well, so I've been taking apart our billy bars, which hurts my heart. I love those things so much, but we just need more room. So I've been taking it apart and forgot to film the first bit. So we're jumping in the middle. Here we go. Okay, so again, here's the billy bars that we love. So sorry, billy bars. Better make sure you go to a good home. We're also about to get the truck wrapped. We've got enough trails out here that it's a bunch of pinstripes now, so kind of want to protect the truck from any more of that. Gonna try and keep it as close to true as we can to what it is now, which is same color, maybe just, I don't know, a few more graphics. We're in the designing stages right now. See what happens. But taking off the molly panels, about to take off the bars. I've taken off this panel, and you still need to take off that panel, so bear with me. This is the tricky part, because there's only 2 bolts left. And I don't have anybody here to help me, so I am going to see if I can pull it off twice in a row where this thing is stuck on here enough with dirt and grime that I have time to take both bolts off before it falls. Removal of these things is amazingly easy. Even putting it together took, I don't know, an hour maybe. Actually, I'm gonna leave that in there. It's a much smarter way of doing that. At least it might have something to hold if it tries to fall. Oh, gentle. Oh boy. Oh. I am a magician. That easy. These are already out. These bolts, I mean. All right. If you're like me, you tend to put things everywhere. At least put them in a baggie all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That way, when you lose it, you at least lose all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. and their very own proprietary Allen wrench. They have these made so that no one else has any sort of tools that can get your bar off your truck. I have to take this bad boy off, which last time I remember putting it on or taking it off to put it back on for the bars was a bitch. So oh jeez, I've not tried getting up in here since we lifted it. Oh, that'll cook you triplets. That's not too bad. Thought this was gonna be hard. It's not. And when it starts to snow, you love her when you let it go. Oh. Hey, didn't see you there. One thing I have a bad habit of is never thinking of how I'm going to take something apart. One. I'm just fitting in all the dividers, and I've used scrap wood, so none of them are, perfectly straight or the best looking, but you know what? Hey, they work. I don't really have any plans for this. I just kind of put it together. That's the way my brain works. I kind of think it out and just sort of refine it as I go along, and sometimes it bites me in the ass and sometimes it just works out. This time it's gonna bite me in the ass. We'll see that later. But super proud of this. Didn't know how I was gonna make this work, and it turns out it was pretty easy. Ta-da! Hell yeah. Alright, now I gotta drill in the other side and put some screws in there and make them a little more solid, because right now they're just attached by one side. I thought about putting screws on the bottom, but I didn't want to have to do all that measuring and stuff. That's just some plasti dip. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, look at it. Bask in all its glory. Just taking out the broken slides and drilling new holes, measuring out where the new holes will go so that I don't... You don't want to put these new drawer slides in the existing holes. These drawers, they're not light. So now I just measure out where these holes go. Fix this to the first existing hole, and it'll line up in different ways because these are a little bit longer drawer slides so that we have a little bit more drawer space to come out. And I ended up having to make a hinged top on the drawers because they still didn't come out all the way, and I hate digging back in there for them, so made it where the platform, the first part of it just opens. Yep, so now just drill in the holes, mind our own business, listen to music, and not even really thinking of how this is gonna go, which I'll give you a hint. Not great. But it all worked out in the end. Yeah, so now I'm attaching the drawer slides to the drawer. And that's probably my biggest mistake. I even did this last time too. Now I discover my blunder. Trying to line both sides up and put them in, it just doesn't work. And I'm glad the audio cut out here because it's just a waterfall of cursing. It was not a fun time right now. I'm pretty ADD, so I get pretty impatient quickly with projects. It's a bit of a struggle to finish them, but I've gotten to where I power through it, and so now I'm backing out the screws so that I can attach these slides to the bigger slides and then put the drawer in and attach the slides to the drawer instead of attaching the slides to the slides. This is the way you want to do it. It's so much easier. And right here is where I figure out why the drawers broke last time. It's because I got to this point and realized I had messed up on some measuring, so I just kind of convinced myself it would work and shoved it in there even though it was a bit too wide for the slides. I was just sanding a bit that I took out just to make a little more room for the slides, and now it works perfectly. You see here I'm attaching the slides to the drawers instead of what I was trying to do, and this is leagues easier. I did have a tough time on the other side. It was a bit of a nightmare. I thought I broke it completely, but I was able to correct any mistakes that I thought were permanent. They weren't. That's the beauty about working with wood, even though I'm not great at it. It's way more forgiving than any other material. Hell yeah. Time for the other side. Even though there were a few problems, this rebuild ended up taking a lot less time than the actual build because I tried to cut corners, and by the end of it I was just so impatient that I just wanted it done. But this time I took the time, did it right, and it was all just easier, and they work way better now. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this, hope it inspires you to do your own. Yeah, give a like, say what you want to say in the comments, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.